Hello everyone, this is Akshara Priyadarshi from Karunya University and I am going to explain you about static routing of my networking lab. So, uh, in static routing, we have to configure the router in such a way that packets can be transferred from one PC to another PC or one host to another host easily. Uh, like so, the aim of the experiment. Uh, Here it goes. Design a network topology to perform the initial router configuration required for connectivity by using the IP addresses that are provided in the addressing table, which will be given below, and then configure the static routes that are needed to follow. So this is the topology we have to perform. Make. So as you can see, I have made the topology, and then we have to assign these addresses according to this table. So as you can see, router 1 has to be configured. This is router 1. Okay, so it has to be configured according to its connectivity. So I'll tell you how to do the configuration of the router. So first we'll see, we have to enter the privilege mode by enabling it, then go to config terminal for entering this terminal mode, and then uh, put IP address to assign the IP address, put IP address and then IP address of the router, which is this one, and then put its space subnet address. Okay, so IP address of the router will be assigned, and this will be IP address for the fast Ethernet. I mean this connection. If you want to, while doing the topology, go to options, preferences, and then always show port labels. This will help you to find the port labels, like what port label is assigned to which connection. So this is fast Ethernet 0/0. So if you are assigning IP address for fast Ethernet 0/0, then you need to first put interface fast Ethernet 0/0. That means this part of the router will be assigned for this network address. It's 172.16.3.0. I'll show you just a sec. Yeah. So as you can see, fast Ethernet 0/0, 172.16.3.0. This will be the network address with this connection. Then we'll go for next, other connection, which is SE, and then we have here we have to check the other parts too. So if you're checking, just remember this table asks for 172.16.2 is the network address for this SE connection. Router to router has a connection called SE. So this connection is used. This wire is known as this serial DCE connection. Okay, so it was serial DCE connection. Now after configuring it, like putting IP address of the router for these two connection, setting the network address of the router, then we have to put no shutdown so that it doesn't shut down, and then we can also set the clock rate if we want. And after that, for setting the static router configuration, we need to put IP route and then the network address of that router, connection, and then the subnet address, as you can see here. So for this one, it's like I told you, right? 172.16.1 is the network address here. And actually, for setting the static router, we should see other connections, like in except for this one, we have to see what else connection is it like indirectly connected to. So if you check here, the network address is different, the network address is different here, it will be different, right? First you assign the IP address for all three routers of their connections according to the table. As you can see, fast ethernet for this one has this IP address and this subnet address, then serial connection. Then if you come to this, it has three connections, two serial connections and one fast ethernet connection. So this was the address assigned. I told you its format, right? IP address, and then put this address, this IP address, and then the subnet address. Same for serial connections also. So these two routers are configured according to the table. Also configure this router. Then set the set the IP address for each PC. So as you can see, this PC is this one, 172.16.1. So I've set this PC's IP address, same for this one. You can see it's matching over here, and same for this PC. So after assigning IP address for all switches does not have IP address configuration, so don't worry about that. Then these routers, and when your routers and PCs are assigned with the IP address, now we have to do this static routing settings. So for static routing settings, first select a static router, go in CLI. After, then enter the privilege mode, configure it. Okay. So after entering its configuration mode, write IP, then route. This is for setting the static routing the routers. Okay. So after putting this, put the network address of the parts which are not connected with the router. So for example, okay, I'll show you. After putting that much, then if you have chosen this router 1, then you can see here that after choosing router 1, you'll have these network address, right? So leave these two network addresses and then see what all network addresses should be connected with the router, which are not directly connected. So you can find this network address over here. After assigning IP address for the router and PC, you will get this as the network address for this part, then this is the network address for this part, and then this is the network address for this part. So you have to assign these network addresses in this IP route using these commands. I showed you how to do that, right? So use these commands, like repeat this IP route, then first network address, and also mention which port is connected to that network address, like you'll get it. And then it's only this serial port it's connected with all the it should be connected with all the three network addresses, right? So you can get these network addresses using this serial input. So this is the format: IP route, the network address 1, and then it's that subnet address, and then its input, what cable is used. Same for this this router, but here when you're configuring, then you have to see this is directly connected, so we need not put the, okay, I'll show you the main diagram because it's mentioned with the network address. So if we are configuring this router, then this network address should not be considered because it's directly connected. Then also this network, these network addresses should not be considered. They are two directly connected, but these two are not directly connected with this router. So this router, even though it has three connections, it will only have two IP route statements. So we have to put IP route, then this network address dot its subnet address, and then again this which connection is connected to, same for this one, and then it will be configured. Now if you come to this one, then put all these three network addresses, and then give this you you know what to do. Then if you want to check the routing table, press this this search sign, then press on any router, then routing table. You can see network address 1, which is with this fast Ethernet, and then two serial input connection. I mean, it's directly connected and indirectly connected, directly connected, indirectly connected. These will be given. Same for the other two. You can see these parts. So you got the net static routing configuration, right? Now let's check, after setting all the IP addresses properly for these PCs and router, and also doing the static routing, you need to first enable all the connections, right? So from one PC send a message to its router, and then check whether it's successful or not. So okay, let's do it again. Press this PC to a router, it is successful. Press this PC to a router, it's again successful. Then PC to a router, again successful. Now from this PC to this PC, successful. This PC, so this PC successful. That means it will be successful for this also, as all the connections are working. That means static routing is perfectly working for this topology. Thank you.